Welcome to this week's vlog, which is a tourist run around Marrakech. Enjoy! So where I am at the moment is the Jemaa el-Fnaa, which is the main square within Marrakech. It is not very busy at the moment as it's just before 7 o'clock in the morning. It's the only time you can get out and go for a run around here as it's so busy with different stalls, different shops, all trying to sell you something. They have snake charmers, all sort of live entertainment as well. So this place is usually packed throughout the day and well into the evening. So they've probably only just wrapped up from last night. So the main Koutoubia Mosque, the new one with its beautiful minaret, is up here. This was actually the original mosque. It was then demolished, destroyed and built, but built at a slightly different angle. So it doesn't quite point in the right region it should do towards Mecca. It's slightly out by say 5 or 10 degrees. There we go, as this sign is showing, the first Koutoubia Mosque, which is the one in front of us, was built at the right angle, then the second one is slightly out. So as Morocco is a strongly Islamic country, you can often hear the call to prayer being sounded out a few times over the day, which is nice to hear. Maybe not so at sort of 4 or 5 AM in the morning when the first one goes off. In that direction is the Agdal Gardens, which is one of the places you can visit, one of the tourist attractions of the area. And just as you can see there, Marrakech is a beautiful walled city, so it's kept between these pinky orangey coloured walls, which is where the old town is, which is really tight, as you'll see from the clips. Surprisingly, they still drive within there. I thought it may be that you park outside and it's pedestrianised, but you've got big trucks, you've got cars, motorbikes whizzing round. It's particularly busy in there. So just behind me up there is the el-Badia Palace. I've visited that and it was a wonderful place to visit. Just as a horse and cart goes past, so these are the sort of touristy method of transport there. Just behind this wall is the Bahia Palace, which is one of the other palaces that you can visit. It's open to the public. So whilst I'm in Morocco, it'd be rude not to mention the strong running heritage of this country. So just on the turn of the millennium, just before the sort of East African dominance of all the sort of distance running, marathon running, North Africa was very strong, particularly in Morocco. So it was led by none other than Hikem El Garouj, who was he is widely regarded as probably the greatest middle distance runner of all time, with his 1500 metres and 5000 metres on the track. Those records that he held were world records up until very recently in about 2019. He did actually do these in the early 2000s, I think 2004. So yeah, really strong running heritage here in Morocco. Deux packs, s'il vous plaît. Un comme ça. Merci. And with that, that does conclude today's running tour of Marrakech. So I hope you enjoyed seeing a few of the sights and a little bit of what Marrakech is like, particularly in the old town. I'm now going to enjoy this freshly baked bread for breakfast. See you in the next one.